Well, welcome in everyone. Itchy eye, just as I was about to go live. Welcome in everyone. Thank you all for being in. If you haven't hit the like, please do. A few people haven't. I see your names there, but I don't see the same amount of likes to match it. So that means some of you haven't hit the thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. So welcome in, Andy, first person in. Leanne, welcome in as well, followed by the one and the only Ian Matthews, who's been eating elephants today, using some lubrication and a hammer to do it. If you know, you know. Mike's Meltdown, welcome in. Andy saying hi to everyone. Patrick Williams, second time seeing Patrick Williams today. I was on TikTok earlier, and Patrick Williams is in there as well. Let me see who else is there. Yeah. Ralph Morrick, welcome in. Good to see you. See you scrapping. Welcome in. I think I've said hi to everyone. I'm getting on well. Hope everyone else is well as well. Yeah, so we have no sharp scrapper and we have no everyday solars tonight. So it's left to me to carry the can for the scrappers out there who want to have their say on what is happening in the scrap world. I was working on plug soup today, as Patrick Williams will vouch for. I've nearly finished all my plugs, so my plug soup is nearly complete. Don't worry, you will be getting a full video on it, so don't be thinking you're missing out. So yeah, what has everyone else been up to in the scrap world? I've been just checking prices there on gold and other stuff at the moment. I have pinned the GSP welcome in. I have pinned the link if anyone wants to come up and chat. You're more than welcome. So gold prices for the week are down 3%, guys. So hopefully that trend changes and we start to go back up. We're down for the month 3%. 3 months we're still up 10%, guys. So we're still up for the 3 months. 6 months of the year we are up 22%. So price is still better than they were 6 months ago, but beginning to drop back a bit. So hopefully that changes a bit. Copper prices, much the same, guys, down about 2% for the week. So again, hopefully we get prices start to come up for the month. They're down 3.9%, and for the 6 months, we're up 10%. So still a bit on the way up, so not too bad. Paul Frost, American's favorite hoarder, welcome in as well. I have a big bucket of plug soup to do as well. Well, I've done a big buckets of plug soup, as you will see when I do my video at some stage. How are steel and aluminium prices? Not sure. Patrick Williams might have the answer for the steel and aluminium prices. Welcome in, Meltdown. Good to see you.
Good to see everybody.
Hope all is well with you. Electronic Scrapper, welcome in as well. Good to see you too. We're having some really good weather here, so I was doing my plug soup, so that's what I was working on. I was telling people, I said this here, I think, before on the live here as well, about there's Ralph's other channel. So welcome in, there's Ralph's other channel. They're into Minecraft, guys, and he does other bits of gaming, but it's mainly Minecraft at the moment. But hopefully we'll get him doing other games eventually on there. I was saying about plug soup, and on TikTok, people ask me, like 3 little bits of brass can't be worth that much and whatever. And if you're bringing it to the scrapyard, no, it's not worth that much for them little bits of brass in there. But if you're melting them down and making something from them that can add value to it, or even if you're just selling the bars on Etsy, you can get €20 kg upwards for them. So for brass at the moment on Etsy, so it's an opportunity there for someone that wants to do something. So Patrick has come in there with the prices at for steel it's 160 a ton, and aluminium is at 110 a kg. So that's 1100 a ton. Is that right? Is that 110 a kg, Patrick? Sounds a bit high. So it does. Who else is in? Anfield Lee, thank you for coming in. Eilestein is working on some Metacraft stuff. Okay. It's the other Mike. The other Mike, you must have been praying for Shark not to go live again. See how your prayers are being answered. You're almost rise it up a bit more. A little bit more. We can't see it. Your name is hiding some of it. Sharing is caring. Okay.
Your mammy always told you.
Sharing is caring.
That's right from Patty Box themselves. Can you believe they put that under your mammy?
So what did you do to Shark to stop him going live this time? That voodoo doll you have must be working.
I keep sabotaging his ass.
You know that
I feel bad though because it backfired on Solar, so you know.
Yeah, Solars couldn't go live either. So that's two people that go live. How was all your copper getting on? Did you enjoy separating all that paper from the copper?
Nope. I didn't do nothing today. I took the day off. No, I got 2 big buckets to clean, and who knows? I'll get to it.
Okay, he's getting 110 a kg in the yard. That's a good price for aluminium. What's your aluminium prices at? You probably don't know. Do you, Mike? No.
Our aluminum don't really bounce too much. It pretty much stays.
Yeah.
I'm not eating nothing, Andy. I'm drinking coffee.
Leanne got in before Ralph with the love you.
Aluminum hovers about $1.25 a pound here.
For which?
Aluminium.
$1.20 a pound. That's a great price.
$1.20 pound. Somewhere in that journal.
We're only getting €1.10 a kg. So you're getting $1 something per pound. So that's
right. Maybe I'm doing it by a factor of 10. I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah,
that's a lot for aluminum.
That's a lot. That's what I'm saying. If we're only getting $1.10 a kg, and you're getting one something dollars a pound,
I'd be loading up a U-Haul truck heading his way to sell my aluminum.
Yeah, I'd be sending my aluminum over to the E. Hey, UK Scrapper, welcome in again. Good to see you. Second time today talking to you, UK Scrapper. Welcome in. Good to see you, sir.
Look, I still got a whole box.
Oh yeah, look at all the goodies in there. Look at that.
We got a whole box.
You've got your tea, your Barry's tea. You've got all your crisps. You've got your biscuits, your chocolates. Oh, you're doing well there.
I can't eat it because Andy will, make fun of me. She'll make fun of me. Oh, what are you eating? What are you eating? Shut up.
I'm doing it 50 to 60 cents per pound.
Ah, that's more like it. Okay, that's more like
it. Get his ass out of here. Lying like that.
Now you're talking, Mike. She said. Andy said.
I knew it wasn't much, but I was doubling it.
Yeah. You were giving the kg price. But yeah, it's been good weather. So I've nearly completed all my plugs. I've done nearly all my plug soup now. So you'll be so happy to hear that, Ian, or US Mike. I know Ian Matthews will be so proud of you doing all them plugs.
Idiot.
Oh, you will.
Why would you waste your time? Well, you got your plugs are better than ours, so.
Yeah.
I would do that too if I had the plugs you have.
They're better plugs. Ours are like, this is our plugs. So our plugs are like dim.
I leave right on the wire. I don't even take them off.
That's what our plugs look like. Better brass in the UK and Ireland. Then you're thin little bits of brass. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, so what's everyone been at in the chat? What has everyone been working on scrap wise? I see. I switched on Raphael last night around 9:30. I said I'd see what's happening on Raphael's live, and he was finished. He only done an hour last night.
Yeah.
So he did. Yeah, he had finished early.
He's getting old. Can't hang with the big dogs. What's up, UK?
He's for a man that I said his lives are normally 6, 7, 8 hour long lives. So he sharpened it up last night big time. Irish, look at he must have something else planned. You know. Oh, do you hear Mike's dogs barking again?
That one's Mike.
Mike's
quiet. Sleep.
Which Mike? It's Mike's. The other Mike's Mike.
Shut the window, muzzle him for a little bit.
The two mice with their barking dogs.
I don't have a dog.
It's
Mine
like
are-
your dog. All right. You're welcome, Steve.
Where is it? Hold
I
on.
was watching your Mike. I was watching your Mike's meltdown. I was watching your video of where you're melting the copper, and your dogs never stop barking. Your neighbors must love you. So they must.
There's one little girl around here, and she's the one that comes and sits in my lap the most often. Sophia, she is the alarm system for this house. She is always on the job.
Well, she was barking like mad through that video. I said his neighbors must love him. Hey, Jeanette Pickering. Oh, we have the elephant eater in the basement.
I have the quietest dog in the neighborhood.
Good morning, Vietnam! Oh, sorry.
You need to get rid of him. He got to go.
I'd say Ralph's ears are blowing off him now.
Yeah.
Ralph probably had his headphones on.
Sorry, that's the wrong film. Hi, everyone. Hello, my brother Mike.
Nice picture. Not that picture.
Hey, Mike,
See
Mike,
Ralph comment?
Mike, she loved it. That's all I can tell you. She loved it.
Okay.
She loved it more than Irish.
Oh God. I'll show you Ian's new picture after the show. Irish.
Okay.
He's even wearing one of them little temporary tattoos on his arm, trying to disguise himself, but it didn't work.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Jeanette. I deafened her.
Well, you deafened Ralph as
You
well.
Ralph.
Ralph had his headset on as well. You've now deafened him.
Yeah, hello. Mike's meltdown. Bro.
You don't care about Ralph.
Aye. Anyway, I heard my name mentioned.
Well, I was saying that I seen you were eating elephants again, but you were using lubrication and a hammer to do it.
No got so far. I haven't got so far.
Yeah,
at
I'd
all.
say there was plenty of lubrication and less work done.
And I stick by my answer in that video. One bite at a time.
One bite
Yeah,
at a time.
one bite at a time. I've got there. I can actually see a portion of my bench top. A portion.
Portion of your bench. So, Mr. Matthews, we haven't seen you in a while. So, what have you been up to?
Decorating, more decorating, gardening, landscaping, DIYing.
And napping.
My paintbrush, it wasn't even dry. And she was saying, well, I will skip back a bit. I finished. I went, that's it. I ain't doing any more jobs until I've started my shed out. And my paintbrush weren't even dry. And she went, can we go B&Q? Dusty pink. I think dusty pink would be nice for baby's room. I'm like, well, when? She's like, well, you're off next week, aren't you? So I think she's trying to get all the decorating done before I die, I think. So I put it to her, point blank. So listen, if I die, you can get a painter and decorator in to do a room. But you can't get a painter and decorator in to come and clear my shed. I think it's more important I clear my shed than doing the decorating.
Well, American's Favorite Hoarder said he's so desperate for an Ian Matthews video. He's watching Ian Matthews videos from 3 years ago.
Wow! Well done. I have done a video, I will admit. It's a bit rambling. When I came on to edit it, I thought I can't put this up. It was a bit raw, a bit too to the heart, and I thought I can't put this up, and I'm still like that whether I do or not. But I don't know.
How close are we to retirement, Ian?
Here's to me to my last full week of working.
Oh, that answers that question. So the retirement is just around the corner. Silly
Next
retirement.
Thursday, semi-retirement. They've asked me to work, stay on for 2 days a week.
Okay. So you'll be working Monday, Tuesdays.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So it's not too bad. Midweek, yeah. Midweeks are boring enough. You might as well be doing something else.
Paul says, put it on. I will put it up. I have edited it, but it's a little bit maudlin and rambling. And
James P is saying he's looking forward more or less to seeing the Dean's machine shed then when he gets all his time off. Like,
yes.
yeah.
Now, James, if you're watching, what am I going to do with these? I know it's not, well, it's kind of like do with scrapping, but what am I going to do with these? The guy said to me, said, Ian, did you collect aluminium? I said, yeah. He said, I've got 2 blocks of aluminium you can have. And he gave them me, and I went, I said, them's not aluminium. So I opened them, and they're these very nicely machined
Nice steppers.
blocks. But on that side, you might not be able to see it, the laser engraved, you can just see those engravings.
15, 20, 25. Yep.
Yeah, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, they're very, very accurately machined blocks. But apparently, they were dropped on delivery. And it's got the tiniest dint on one end. So they scrapped the pair. They went, no good to us, they've been dropped. Ian, do you want them? Well, I went, well, go on then. What am I going to do with them? 2 identical machined step blocks. I don't know. Anyway, there we go.
It's an unusual design, though. I mean, every step block I've ever seen, they step down. They don't have that big piece on the lower step.
I thought maybe like, for setting a machine tool in height, and you put it over and you just wind it up until it touches it.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
But
I can see that.
I don't know. But
Ralph Mark said, if it's aluminium, melt it.
Andy says they're not iron. They're iron. They could be stainless. I don't think they're stainless. Have I got a magnet?
They're probably tool steel.
Magnetic.
Iron.
Anyway, something to help to add to the collection.
Blasphemy.
Turn them over and use them for coasters. Yes, what a guy. Well, anyway, I was talking about copper prices. So I weighed it on Friday.
Yeah.
Today, Sunday. I got £6.80 for Burbright.
Okay, that's all right.
That's £3.90 I got for brass, which I thought was a good price. That's about it, really. Oh, and I took in a humongous builder's bag full of aluminium beer cans, pop cans. And I got, I think, £4.
Are you not melting your cans anymore like you used to into cast aluminium? No?
I will be doing shortly. As you know, in the UK, for the last 6 months, it's rained every day.
What do you mean? We've had 4 weeks of sunshine over here.
I mean, before that,
All right.
So I haven't had much time for melting because I have to melt outside. No, we've had 3 or maybe, say, 4 weeks of nice weather.
Yes.
So now the Wigan Corporation Borough have put out a drought alert. Can't use your hose pipe. It's rained for 6 months.
Where does all this rain go to? That we get so much water all year round, and then we get 1 month of dry weather, and you're not allowed to use your hose pipe. You're like, what do you do with all the water you've collected all year, lads? Just
question.
Yes.
Question. Aren't you guys surrounded by water also?
Yeah, well, it's a salty water.
Excuse me. Aren't you surrounded by water as well?
Not nearly as close as you guys are.
Yeah, but you're still surrounded by water. You're still.
Well,
bit of
they're,
a
they're, not,
island.
they're not surrounded by water to the north because Canada gets in the way.
Hang on, there's a little bit of the Bering
Ah,
Strait.
well, Alaska, like, you know, forget about that. That doesn't really count. Alaska isn't really there, you know.
Alaska. Russian. I've heard the Russians want it back. I've heard. But it's all right because we ask for Greenland instead.
Mike can't get his camera to focus on him.
I'm good with this.
Come back, Mike. All's forgiven.
I got this camera from Irish. What do you expect?
Oh man.
I get to blame for all the dodgy cameras, do I? Did you? I was saying, E. Matthews, I was busy with plug soup all week. I've done my couple of 1,000 plugs done now.
I noticed.
Oh, I tell you, they do toughen up the wrists, twist the limb.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think you had them hot enough.
Well, not the first lot, but I've got the rest hot. But there's some of them plugs. Some of them I discovered. Some of the black rubber ones were easy enough. The white rubber ones weren't too bad. The grey rubber ones, my God, whatever type of rubber that was, it was tough. So it was. You're drunk, Mike. You're gone all blurry. Well, it's usually the guy that sees the blurriness is the drunk person.
That's actually started about drinking. So
You've thought about drinking.
taking up a new hobby, yeah.
Yeah, just
Mike,
get drunk every day.
Don't. It's the road to ruin. Next thing you'll be taking stuff in and thinking, I'll do that tomorrow. And you put it to one side. And the day after you get something else, I'll tell you what, I'll have a drink instead because I need a drink. And then whatever you've got, you'll just put with that lot. Before you know it, your shed will look like Scrapping Irish's second shed.
I used to be a vodka drinker back in the day.
A vodka drinker. Wow.
I used to drink a lot.
The hard stuff. You didn't bother with the beers.
And I got as mean as you can ever believe.
Oh, you were
a happy drunk.
I was going to say you were a nasty drunk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mike. That surprises me. You look more like a lover than a fighter.
Mike, with your sunny disposition?
Back in the day, you think I'm bad now? Back in the day, man, I tell you, I should have been still sitting in jail doing time for dumb shit.
I prefer.
I got it from my dad. My dad was a true alcoholic. He woke up drinking, went to bed drinking, sleeping with a bottle in his hand. So he'd get up in the middle of the night, have another swig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
blame
father
him.
was
I
my
blame
father
him.
was not that far. My father was not that far off from that, but fortunately, I did not get that trait.
Yep.
Well, somebody says I have a problem. I have a problem drinking. A drinking problem. I tell them I don't have any problem drinking at all.
You think I can get more for the side series? See a little bit of copper on it on the end there?
Oh yeah, get the copper out of it.
No, I'm gonna leave it on there. I mean, I can get a little bit more. How the hell I get copper in there? I don't know.
So Ian, now that you are going to be on your semi-work weeks, are you going to be clearing that shed really, or are we going to be just collecting more stuff to put in there? Which is going to happen first?
He ain't cleaning that
Bit
shit.
more, probably if it's down to the wife, a bit more decorating.
I was about to say.
However, you can't tell. You cannot tell.
No.
I did actually start last week, and I cleared a big patch here. I was hoping to have it cleared tonight so I could turn around and go, see the wall there? And I'd put everything away, all the decorated cloths, everything away. And then during the week, the wife went, oh, do you think you can decorate under there? I'm like, I had to get everything back to finish the decorators. So I have actually put my foot down with a firm hand. And I've said,
Earl Fowler, welcome in.
Said-
Good to see you.
no more decorating until I've sorted my shit out. There you go.
Oh,
So what you're saying is you're now sleeping in the shed.
Hey, Mr. G. Yes, we are live, Mr. G. Welcome in.
Well, Mike's meltdown. There's a bit of a sorry tale. That's all in this video, which I didn't put up. But I woke up and I looked out the window when I was cleaning my teeth, washing my hair, and the wife had laid out all the curtain all nice. It was a Sunday because the
Richard,
baby was coming round, Mike. And I thought, I come down there, how nice is the garden after I'd done a lot of work. And I thought, the only thing that let it down was my garage door. I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll take it off and paint it. It was a comedy of errors from there on.
Why does that not surprise me?
In a nutshell.
Welcome in the one who was.
In a nutshell, I borrowed some trestles from my neighbour. Took the garage off, put it on. The trestles collapsed. The glass in the door smashed. I thought I'll replace that. It kind of like went worse and all broke. I had to break it all out. So I borrowed a jigsaw. I got a jigsaw. Got my jigsaw after half an hour of moving everything. I had a blade that wouldn't cut rice pudding. So I borrowed a blade off my neighbour. That was slightly better. That made a horrendous cut. I thought, I need to rearrange things, get a circular saw, put a circular saw on, plunge cut it, come in here, spent 20 minutes looking for a circular saw, couldn't find it, borrowed it off my neighbour. It just went worse. Like, I got to the point where, like, I can't carry on like this. You know, I can't. With all the tools I've got in here, why do I have to go and borrow tools off my neighbour?
Look behind you and you'll know why.
Yeah, I think the answer is fairly obvious, but you know.
Well, yeah, the answer's obvious. But,
I'm the one that all my neighbors come to.
so it's yeah. So we made that decision, and it's going to start next. No, I work next week. I'm on holiday for a week. I've got to do some decorating.
Yeah.
And then
I thought we said there was I thought you put your foot down with a firm hand. There was no more decorating.
It's for the baby's room.
All right. Okay.
What can I say? Of course. I'll tell you what, Mike. I've never
James
seen.
Peters and lend any tools to anyone.
Mike,
Never.
she smiled bigger than Irish did. That's all.
I'd love to know what this photo's about. So
You're the man, Ian. You're the man.
Well, I'm glad it cheered you up, Mike. I really am.
Andy wants to know, have you had a baby? It's his granddaughter he's talking about, I hope.
Oh, Lisa's, I'm never going to tidy me. I am. I'm going to tidy my shed up. It starts 2 weeks' time. And I've got a method. It's like, on that Monday morning, I don't lie in bed. I get up 6:30 as normal, as though I was going to work. Listen to this. I go and do some exercise first. Maybe go for a walk or whatever. Tell this to the nettings in the garden. And then I come in here and I work in here until 5 p.m. And I go in and have my tea. And if I do that and I maintain that discipline, by 2030, we'll see some light.
Oh my God! Like just looking behind you there, like I'm just move for a second there. Ian. Okay, so you can see a little bit of a space behind the calendar, sort of, just at the top there. There is some space done.
Well, there was a lot of space there actually, but I've had to fill it all back up.
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling, Ian, that your version of calisthenics is lifting weights 1 pint at a time?
Lifting and banging hammers.
Ian goes for a walk in the morning, exercise, and he comes back with a wheelbarrow full of scrap from somebody's yard.
Oh, listen. Last Friday we had the kid. So I said it was a beautiful day like today. I said, "Come on, why don't we take it to the park?" It's about a quarter of a mile away. So we put her in the pram. We went to the park, and on the way back, we found some cable in a skip. Have this cable and put it over the pram handle. Go back.
Oh, your missus must have been like, he's not with me. I don't know this guy at all. I don't know this guy.
I'll send you the picture.
That was like when you went to meet Kevin and you went to, up in Scotland, you went into the skips pulling out wire. A bit like that.
Believe it or not, today YouTube, Google, or whatever you call it, Facebook.
Yeah.
They put a reminder up. It was a year today.
Was it a year since Kevin was over? Yeah.
Yes.
Geez, that went quick that year. So it did. I walk to the fridge. Yeah, that'd be about as much exercise I do. Walking to the fridge is as much as I do.
James says, "Don't put the baby in the bin, so you can put stuff in the pram."
Oh, Ian can't wait till the child is old enough to be able to carry stuff, and he'll be going for walks, and he'll have the child carrying copper and everything back with him, you know.
Oh, I'm going to teach that kid to like look at somebody and go, "Can I have your can?" Hey, PC Scrappers LLC.
I made it.
Pity you didn't have your earphones on earlier.
He'd be deaf now, so he would if he hit them on when you started shouting and roaring. PC Scrapper, what are you working on these days? Did you hear us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
I was asking, what are you working on these days? You obviously can't hear us.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
sign language.
I was saying, what are you working on these days?
What am I working on?
Yeah, what are you working on?
I'm kind of hard of hearing. Hang on. Let me turn down the other deal here.
Yeah, I also don't understand Irish.
Yeah, that could be it too. I'm just going to... I hear some background sound like music playing somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where it is.
I think that was him.
It was Mike. E-Waste Mike has got something playing on his PC that's making background sound. I was saying to you, PC Scrapper, what sort of stuff are you working on? Oh, he's gone.
Oh.
And Mike is frozen in the doorway, I think. Mike is just frozen in his doorway. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Wow.
Let me take. I'm taking off. Hold on. I had him on mute.
Faster than Flash, then.
They won't let me on mute, Mike, for some reason. On mute. What is going on? I put him back up now again.
There he is.
Oh, he's down.
There he is. Now he's back.
Hello, bro.
Mike, what is that background music I hear playing?
I have no idea.
Have you something on the PC?
Oh, probably my.
Yeah, there we go.
Sitting here.
I was wondering.
I just heard it. It's so low. I don't know how you heard that.
Oh, I heard it.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
I got how big's that monitor?
It's my relaxation.
Yeah, big.
What happened to your shirt, Ian? Can you afford to retire? Dog, take it off. Oh, Jesus. It went from bad to worse. Sorry, Irish. You need to shave
Oh,
you need to shave those-
Mr. Muscle. Mr. Muscle himself. Ian, is that going to be your attire in the morning when you go out doing your exercises in the lawn?
It's a jogging outfit.
I can't show you the pants. The pants match, and they say Puma on, and they cling. They're like, whoa. I'll be running out there, and the ladies will be swooning.
Oh, can you see your low hanging fruits? Can you?
I'll be honest. I bought them from charity shop, but they were on the wrong peg. So I thought they said double XL. They were more a bit above small, but they do stretch. It's just a bit clingy.
Chips. William, welcome in. Just drop by to say hi. A few minutes. I'm getting back to. Okay, cool. Wish we could post pictures here. Yeah, I was seeing that WatchCall are going to on TikTok. They're going to allow people to post pictures in the chat. So the picture will show up first for the guy whoever's doing the chat, running the chat, and then they can decide to let the picture be seen or not. So I think that's a great idea because, like that again, people might have computer boards and they go, oh, look at this board I got out of something. What do you think? Or and you can share the photo. And TikTok are going to allow that, which I think is a great idea. And I hope that something like that will come on YouTube eventually as well. That people can put a picture in the chat. I get to see the picture first, and I can decide whether to show it or not, just in case it's an Ian Matthews gardening picture or something, you know.
Oh,
or a napkin picture.
Mike, listen, I don't have any tattoos.
Okay.
But apart from the tattoos, it's kind of me.
Did you send me that picture, Ian? No.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, let me check it. Let me go over to Facebook and check that now.
Oh my!
He put a temporary tattoo on his arm so he in disguise, but no.
How come there's so many people around the world look like me?
Make sure you enlarge it too. You have to enlarge it because you won't see the best part.
Oh, you'll have to enlarge it. That's the worrying part.
I know. I'd be embarrassed.
Let me go to the chat. Mike sent me a photo. Oh, for the love of God.
Hang on.
He's a proud man.
I hope there's no reflection on my glasses that people can see what I just seen.
He's a proud man.
I hope nothing reflected off my glasses so people can see what I just seen.
Mm-hmm.
HH Recycling, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Where do these photos come out of?
Listen, that is not
Apparently
me.
his balcony.
Ian, if there was a e-waste Mike pillow behind your head, then we would have known it was you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. That pillow is now sacrosanct.
Oh my God. Is that the calendar photo for next year, Ian?
Yeah. Have you not sent him that picture, Mike?
Huh?
You not sent him the picture?
You did?
I sent it to him.
No, of the pillow.
Oh. Find that one. That was a good one. That one made my day. At 5 o'clock in the morning.
At 5 o'clock in the morning. I collected about 0.75 grams of gold yesterday from pins, CPUs, and PCBs. Got about 3.4 grams so far. So you've got, depending on where you're selling, if you're in America, you've got what about just around $700 worth of gold there if you're in America.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, empty.
I'm sure you'll be able to find a refill.
There you go, Irish. I sent you the other one.
I see a message that's just popped up. Let me have a look on my Facebook.
You're welcome
This,
to
this
share.
one made my day. First thing in the morning.
You're welcome to share.
Oh,
You can share that if you wish, Irish.
I just told him. I said I hope you watched that before you.
Let me go here to my sharing part. I better make sure I don't share the wrong photo. That's why I have to be careful.
That'd be funny.
Well, you see, the other photo kind of shows up underneath it. So I'm trying to see how do I get this photo without the other photo shown. That's where the issue is now.
That would be hilarious. That would.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this without the other photo shown. Because the other photo shows up at the bottom. How do I get rid of that other photo? I can't share it because the other photo is going to show up at the bottom, unfortunately. So I can't share it. But what the photo is, the one I wanted to share was Ian Matthews' granddaughter lying on the e-waste mic pillow. She's claimed it now. It's her pillow.
Oh,
Well, $360. I meant to say, not because it was 3.4. I was thinking
you're doubling it now.
No, I was about to say I'd done 6.4 grams of gold in one of my videos, and that was about $700. So that's where I was getting confused. Where's Ian Matthews gone? He just disappeared. There's the picture. That's the picture that I was going to share.
I just told him I hope he watched it before he let her lay on it.
So that was the picture. Melt value anyway. Yeah, melt value exactly. Until you sell it, it could be any price. If you sell in a year's time, it could be $400. It could be $450. I don't know what happened to Ian Matthews there. He just disappeared.
Maybe got embarrassed. I doubt that.
No, you can't embarrass Ian Matthews. It's impossible to embarrass Ian Matthews. Wait to see now. Hey, Raphael Scrapper, I went in to have a look at your live last night, but you had finished at around half an hour. You had finished, you'd only done an hour last night. Here he is back. What happened to you, Mr. Matthews?
I went to Facebook to look up the picture, and then you lot disappeared. So if I can go on.
They already saw it. I showed it.
You showed it?
I handled it.
He had it on his phone. He held it up for us all to look at.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't need to do that then.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. There it is again. The photo. There's the photo.
I'm trying to get it so it's not blurry.
Oh, yeah, little love, isn't she?
Yep.
So
she's comfortable.
She's cleared the pillow now. Anyhow, that pillow now is hers.
Now I had to get her a pillow.
Hey, it'll be another subscriber for you in years to come. I was saying
Ian will be dead before me, so yeah, she's gonna have something to watch.
Yeah. But Ian, think about this now, right? I'm not trying to be morbid or anything, but when you die, right, and any of us die, our videos will probably be still up there on YouTube, available for people to watch for years and years after we die.
Yeah.
And isn't that a nice thing? Because we see your granddaughter there now. As she grows older, she can always just go back and look at Ian, except for when she looks at Ian in a full dinosaur suit, when she looks at Ian falling off the chairs, when she looks at Ian.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, because I think if you don't do anything for a certain number of months, I say,
I think it's 6 months.
6 months, they delete your account.
No, they don't delete your account. They demonetize you.
Right. Okay.
So if your account is still making money for them, they'll still put your videos up because if people are watching it, because it's making money for them. But they demonetize you first. Now they might delete it after a certain length of time, but there's people up there. Again, again, when you die, maybe you'll have signed over your YouTube account to someone else, will you? In your will.
I've already done that.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Ralph.
they'll keep your YouTube account alive by just maybe going in and putting a post up every so often. And that way then YouTube will keep it active. So you'll be forevermore on YouTube as long as it's kept active. Ralph Morris, welcome in.
Good day, people. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How was your hearing?
Who updated us on the
Yeah,
snake?
it's okay. Ian was a bit loud in the beginning. I just
I was
like,
gonna say.
Come on, everybody must have seen that film.
Yes, we've seen it, but we didn't need to have our ears blown off listening to it again.
yes.
Scrapper and Irish, may I try to come back in? Yeah, no problem. Been 2 years since I've made a video. Account is still there. There we go. Electronic Scrapper. Well, you see, Electronic Scrapper, you're still kind of commenting on other people's videos and stuff, so your account will be still active that sort of way.
2 years since ES did a video.
Yeah.
Man, I see more of him live, in his place, on here,
Yeah.
So.
What else? I was saying I went to watch Raphael last night around 9:30 my time, which would be about 10:30 his time,
Yeah.
and he was nowhere to be seen. He'd only done an hour.
Yeah, I wanted to pop on the panel, and I noticed he ended already. Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, last night I've been doing just finished the decorating. I went to the wife, why don't we go out and have a tea? So we went out. We caught the 6 o'clock bus because it was free with our old age bus pension passes. We went about a mile away, local pub. We had our tea, and we walked back. And I did find some cable on the way back as well.
Is that the photo you put up on Facebook when you were out in the restaurant eating? Is that the same one?
My God. Lasagna with garlic bread. I was expecting about 3 slices of
Big
garlic
long
bread.
piece of garlic bread.
They're big each.
Yeah. It must have been a foot long.
Not much.
And I ate her chips as well.
Not much. Just chilling.
Hey, hello, Dan Candy.
Mr. G, we can't hear you. Your microphone is breaking up.
Garlic bread. Garlic bread. That's to Peter Kay sketch. If you don't know who Peter Kay is, Google him.
Raphael was saying he was having trouble getting the words out of his mouth. I don't know, was that because of alcohol?
I love you, Ralph.
I love you too, Mike. I have something here.
Hey, Dan.
You lost, Mike.
Oh, glad you found that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you send that back to me?
It said Steve on it, so I figured it was yours.
Yep.
Where did you get that from, Ralph?
I went on a shopping spree and I bought too many video game related items.
So it's not 3D printed then?
No. This I actually bought. I have seen some 3D files, but this actually has all the patterns in it. And I'm going to try to mold this and cast a golden one and a iron one, aluminium. And maybe even a stone sword by casting cement. So I can have all the swords from the game, and I can make a wooden one as well.
Have you seen the film yet?
Yes, I've seen the film basically 2 days after it came out, and I watched it comfortably here.
In your own.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
What did you share there, Mike? You were sharing something to the screen. Do you want me to share that to the screen?
Yeah, this is the answer to what happens to your channel if you die.
Oh.
So they've got
Let me
a
make it bigger.
couple possible actions here. They turn it into a memorialized site, delete the channel, leave the channel open, transfer the ownership, and the monetization can go to a beneficiary. So
Okay.
Okay.
it can continue in perpetuity.
Well, there have been a couple of big YouTubers that died. One of which was also featured in the Minecraft movie because he was a very popular Minecraft streamer. I think he had like 15 million subscribers. And I think his father took over his channel
Something weird.
because it was a young kid. He was in his early 20s, I think.
Yes, and that's where the isn't the part, is that where the pig comes out with the crown
Yeah,
on his
the
head?
pig with the crown, yes.
Yes.
Because the guy's logo, his Minecraft logo, was a pig with a crown. His channel was called Technoblade, and
So it's not Pixel Rift.
I've
then.
watched some of his stuff, but I wasn't really a follower back then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he died. I heard only months after that happened. But when I saw that little bit in the Minecraft movie, I was like, oh, awesome!
Yeah, I won't.
One of those little Easter eggs.
I watch Pixel Rifts. I must admit, I don't watch many of the others. Apart from somebody called Space Wolf Gaming and Rodolphiness.
Rodolphus.
But he's very,
Rodolphus. Yes,
it's
that
okay
guy.
about Rodolphiness, but very poor on reading comments. Like you feel as though
Yeah, you'll be in there and you'll say, hi Ralph, how's everything going, or whatever. Oh, you're playing Minecraft again, surprise, surprise. And then about a half an hour later, you go, oh, Scrapping Irish is in.
Well,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
he's planting wheat and tending to the animals, and
Yes.
he's a busy guy. You know.
I just said, fuck off, I'm going over to Space Wolf Game and he reads comments.
It's because he is on PlayStation, and whenever he gets a chat, he gets a little pop-up there on the PlayStation.
And
Which-
do you not have a PlayStation? Can you not play on PlayStation?
I'm not gonna play with noob sticks. Minecraft is made for PC. It's bad enough I have to play the Pocket Edition. The world I'm going to be streaming tonight is the Java version, the proper version, the PC version. But that will be later tonight.
And Ralph, at any stage, are you going to play any other game bar Minecraft?
Yes, I have put up a unboxing video yesterday on my gaming channel as well. I
Okay.
used to put them on my Metacasting channel, but I will now put all of them on my gaming channel. Of
Okay.
Doom: The Dark Ages, which I will probably be playing. I don't know on what day yet, but I'll probably start maybe next week.
Okay.
He's gonna start playing Roblox.
Ah, come on, Roblox. That's just a Minecraft ripoff.
Yeah. And it is.
Harold,
If you
welcome
think
in.
Minecraft is bad, that is even worse.
And K&D Scrapping, welcome in. Good to see you guys.
What's up, Danny?
Hey, hello, Harold.
Welcome in, guys. No, I'd like to see some other, because I'm not a Minecraft person. I never got into Minecraft the game, but I like to see new games that are coming out and see people play through them, and then I decide, yeah, I might buy that game, or no, I won't buy that game. I like to see new games, that sort of channels. That's what I like. But you could do your channel whatever you want to do. Your channel, it's your channel.
Well, I basically made the gaming channel on a whim because I was playing
James.
Minecraft with Space Wolf, and he was like, "Oh, I can't see what you're doing. I have to actually go over to you and see what the hell you're doing. If you were streaming as well, I could just look at my screen, and then I wouldn't have to go over." And then, fine, I made the channel, and that's kind of how that got started. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's not just you two watching, playing your game. It's also the interaction between you and the baby crying.
Oh, stop! The baby crying gets me. I just can't. I can't handle it.
It's not really crying. She's more like whinging.
Yeah. When she's asleep, I do ask Harry, can he wake her up?
Oh no! I can't.
she's
I
like
can't. I
almost-
can't take the baby crying. I can't.
She's almost 8 months old. So there's like little words coming out now. So pretty soon she's going to be talking.
Like, turn that fucking game off and pay attention to me.
Stuff like that, probably. Yeah.
When's my turn?
Yeah. When can I play?
When you're old enough to hold a controller.
You know, when can I play?
I turn my music back on. I don't listen to people.
Ah,
So,
What?
Ralph, how is the Bitcoins going for you?
Well, yeah. I've made I made €1,000 last week. I
Okay.
made 500 2 days ago, and today I made another 1,000. So I'm.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
doing
so you
well.
don't have to go back to work yet.
No, no, I don't expect to.
What
And
is he doing with the old controllers?
Come on, what can I do with these?
send them
Scrap
over to me.
Seriously? You can have them if you want.
What connection are they? Are they USB or are they the old game port?
Just say yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
No, it's one or the other. It's not a yes or no.
Ah, the mouse.
Oh dear God, a mouse.
What cereal?
Oh, it's the old game port. That's retro. You
Well,
might
the
actually be able to sell those for a decent amount because
They still fit the PC he has. Will you stop?
that is also true.
Ian's retro too.
He's retro too. He is retro too.
Yeah.
Have you done any casting lately, Ralph? No.
Other than the Star Wars Day video, not at all. I've been trying to get rid of all the copper wire that I've acquired. I'm kilos and kilos of copper. It's amazing. I didn't even realize I had this much.
Waiting.
At some point I will. I haven't checked pricing yet, but yeah. I'm clearing the shed and the garage, and after that I'm going to be back to casting and trying to make this into a casting project. That's going to be interesting.
Yes.
I also have a bunch of other things I want to try to cast.
Tell me this, Ralph. Where is the best place to buy molds for casting?
Molds depends on
Yeah.
what type you want. If you want
would
like
say-
silicone molds.
No, where we'd say they'll be able to handle pouring brass or copper into.
Like graphite molds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Amazon sells them. Wish and Temu sell them. But it's basically just Google around.
Okay. No, I was just wondering, do you buy
I
any
don't
more?
have many because they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
Mr. G, a man after my own heart, no less. Does anyone collect lighters? I mean, look.
I think he means Zippo lighters and stuff like that. Not them cheap ass plastic yokes.
Three for $1.
Got one from Canada.
Yeah, like them type of ones. I'd say he's more on about. not the ones that Ian Matthews has.
You've wounded me.
That are like,
Wounded.
I'm pretty sure the ones that Ian are showing are worth about what, $5 per dollar?
Yeah, probably. He probably picked them up in the pound shop, 5 of them for £1.
He found them in a skip. That's what he did.
You know, what's
Shot
called?
glasses. No,
shot glasses.
I have some shot glasses. What can I,
Yeah. Do you remember when you'd be younger and if you went into a bar and you asked for a shot and they give it in some sort of fancy glass, you just bring it home with you. When you'd have all these fancy shot glasses in your house. You know?
Anyway, any fans of the Metal Gear Solid franchise? I got a numbered limited edition, limited to 5,000. Let's see if I can get this in. This is a octagonal coin, which I can likely mold up and cast. It is some type of zinc alloy, I think. But that's also something I got together with this. And a Pikachu silicone mold. And I think it's not actual silicone. It might actually be rubber. So this is going to melt and burn. That'll be interesting. Anything else?
What about these coins? They're rather rare.
Oh, I would like one of those. Yes.
Ian Matthew coin.
Yes. Guido made those. Those are very cool.
Is it? Yeah.
And
Who's on
They
about
stand caster, I
shot,
presume. Yeah.
shot glasses?
Wow,
Oh,
a stormtrooper.
It's just too much of a shot, you know what I mean?
Well, you know about shooting stormtroopers, they always miss. So that's going to be a missed shot. Here's another thing. Any fans of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
Oh yes.
There's a big key. Hold on. I can't take this out somehow. It's the key from one of the dwarves.
Oh,
And again, I can actually mold this thing up and cast it probably.
James says
that'd be cool.
can't get a sticker. As it happens, James.
As it happens, here we go. Don't mention stickers because it'll only start.
As it happens, I had a new one made.
Stickers. Oh, it's a good thing you were conservative on the size, Ian. Yeah.
My fault. I asked for a. Hey, it was my printer. It didn't understand what I said.
Yeah. You thought it said millimeters, but it said centimeters, right?
And inches.
Feet.
Oh, E. Matthews, how are you going to manage when you leave your when you're only part-time working for all these little mishaps with sticker printing?
No more mugs. If you've got number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4,
Let me show you my balls.
that's it. Hang
Ralph.
on. Sorry, Ralph.
Ralph wants to show his balls.
You got some big balls there, Ralph.
It's the Dragon Balls, all 7
Yeah.
of them.
That's cool.
Usually see a doctor, your balls are very red.
And they're nice and shiny, your balls.
Your balls are infected.
They look like they have an infection.
Like I said, I've been shopping all kinds of stuff. I got a bit of a profit, and I thought it's time to buy stuff. So yeah.
So
That's
you're
what
not going to be retired very long then.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back to work
Go
soon.
back to work.
All he'd have is his room full of souvenir stuff and stuff from games and stuff, and he goes,
Yeah,
"Oh, I have to
yeah,
go back to work now."
I'll not take the other stuff. You're gonna have to watch my unboxing video for that.
I don't think these two are going to pass. They're a little dirty. Look at that.
What's,
Nasty.
hold on.
I think it's that paste that's on them.
Yeah, I've had people return when I worked at the web shop with the computer parts. We had people return main boards and CPUs that were built in, and then they said, "Oh, it doesn't work," and then they basically sprayed all the gray thermal paste on the socket and then placed the CPU in there. And
Oh gosh.
Put it on the wrong side. Lovely.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
Ralph.
and there's this little tube of the stuff that you can basically use for 100 CPUs because you only use a tiny little bit, but they just the whole thing. They think that the whole thing is supposed to go on there.
So, Ralph,
yeah.
was the case full of cookies?
Yes, and it was also moles in there. They ate most of the cookies.
E-Waste Mike, the one who wants to know what are you doing with the CPUs.
Mind your own business.
I still have. I
I sell them the board sort.
Aluminium cones.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to answer the question for the one who knows. So, Mike, what do you do with the CPUs? Tell him, please.
Who wants to know?
The one who was this guy.
Tell them to mind his own business.
I do. But
Now, these are i-series. I sell these the board sort. So I got one here. Each one of these is a different price depending on the number. I have an i99.
What?
Did I stutter? All that Bitcoin you got my hearing aid.
That's like
i99.
fairly recent.
Yeah. But anyway, it's in here somewhere. But it's worth $80.
If you sell it as it is, as a working CPU, you probably get a couple of hundred for it.
Yeah, well, ain't nobody got time for that.
That is also true.
I'm E-Waste Mike, and I don't play that game.
Yeah, we
All right,
know.
well, then,
But if you go on Board Sort's website and you go to test program, whatever it is, each one of these it's not per pound, it's per piece. So these go from $1 to like $100, something like that, just depending on the number.
so,
So,
instead of,
like the last batch I did on your stream, I got $800 for all these.
that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
My,
I got 'em-
my Pentium 200. What's that one?
The what?
It's only i3s. It's only i3s chip.
My Pentium 200.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, it is only i-series chips. It does not go back to the C9s.
Maybe
and
retro gamers will pay for it.
Maybe.
they
maybe
will.
maybe
something
somebody
thereafter, but
that wants to put an old.
Well, I'll be quite honest. I paid £1,000 for my first PC, a Pentium 200.
1,000?
I've still got the board. I've still got the chip because I paid £1,000 for it. There ain't no way I'm throwing it away.
I paid 6,000 for my first PC.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And I replaced it 4 years after that for another PC I paid 4,000 for.
Yeah.
And now just the graphics card in my PC is 2,500.
Wow.
What do you play with it?
Minecraft.
Oh, and Minecraft doesn't need a graphics card that's worth 2,000 to play it.
Well, if you play it with high resolution texture packs and shaders and all kinds of mods, Minecraft can break a NASA PC.
Wow, you want to see some of the graphics these guys are playing, Ralph and
Yeah.
Space Wolf. And I'm thinking, that don't look like Minecraft I used to play.
No, that is also true.
Yeah, but if you put that graphics of even at the higher end graphics of the Minecraft and put it up against the high end graphics of the GTA games, it's nowhere near it.
No,
like-
it's because it's all blocky. It's based on blocks. It's just the physics of the game.
Yeah, I know, but
Well-
that's what I'm saying. You're wondering how it uses up so much graphics. Because if you can play Grand Theft Auto with such graphics, it looks like it's real people in front of you, and then you're looking at this blocky game thing. How is it using up so much graphics?
It's because in GTA there's like a building, and the building is done. That's what it is. It's not
Okay.
going to be moving. But in Minecraft, every block, if I take a block here and place it there, the game will remember that. Everything has to be rendered. You have a render distance of about a bazillion blocks. So especially if you stand up high and you look far away, every single block, millions of blocks, they're all rendered. And a standard texture is 16 by 16 pixels. That's the standard Minecraft. I use a texture pack which makes it 512 by 512 pixels.
Wow.
It's insane. And then there's shaders, and they have to calculate the shadows on everything. Everything you place gets a shadow.
You're going to need a quantum computer for that.
Just about, yes. It's insane how that works. How a game about blocks
Hey,
can be
simple,
that
man.
taxing on your PC. It's insane.
Welcome in, Simple Man. Electronic Scrapper still has his Adam. What's it called?
Coleco. Oh, I still have my Coleco Vision.
Oh, I'd never heard of that computer in my life.
It was basically contemporary to the Atari 2600. I think it came out shortly after. It's the predecessor to the first Nintendo-ish, because most games on there were made by Nintendo.
I'm same as Mike. I went VIC-20, but then I went straight to the Commodore 64. Then
I also had a Commodore
and
64.
onwards to the Amiga.
I also
I
have
started on a Spectrum, I think it was. A Spectrum
Spectrum
128.
Spectrum and Commodore was always a bit of a competitiveness.
Yeah, it was like back in the day. It was like that was the PlayStation and Xbox wars. The Spectrum and Commodore.
Yeah.
You know, you either were one or the other. You're a Spectrum person or you're a Commodore person.
No, I think it was I couldn't afford a Spectrum.
They were around the same price, were they not? I think. And then I remember getting I remember buying the you used to get the magazine, the Spectrum magazine that used to be out every 2 weeks, and they'd have demo games on it, and you try
And
the
it came with
games.
discs.
Yeah, no, it came with tapes.
Oh, tapes. Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
discs were too advanced.
Yeah, it was a tape. And you remember you'd be setting up the game and you had to have the tape recorder, the frequency set
on.
properly. And if it wasn't set right, the game wouldn't load and you'd have to restart again. And then they brought out the Spectrum with the tape decks built into it, which was the
These
look at
things.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got a big floppy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is just the 5 1/4 one. There were the 7.5 inch ones at some point. They were like, I don't know.
The 8
It's
inches
basically,
came out
basically
before.
a record they put into a square envelope.
Watch called James Pease had the built-in tape storage, in his.
Who doesn't
What's
love a
the
room
big,
full of
uh,
scrap?
I was on the.
I know. I got some stuff I need to clean up here. Got some light armatures there. Came with a rather large
Bulb.
repository. Suppository. What?
An IBM Big Iron 4341 from construction. The floppy on it, I believe, is 9-inch. Sold to a museum in Indiana.
So yeah, he's got a 3.5 inch. Then he pulled out a 5 1/4. Now somebody
Look
else.
at all the I-series.
So these 7 right here, that's how much they're worth. $192.
Nice.
$80, $13, $45, $8, $17, $11, $18. I still have all those to do, and I just did all them.
Wow.
So there's probably another $400 here. They were laying in my garage. I just figured I'd come out here and do them.
That's cool.
They
That's
add up.
where you have the advantage there in America, which boards are buying them I-series CPUs. Like you can make nice money off it.
Yeah, and if they test bad, then they just buy them as a pinless CPU, which is, I don't know, $9 a pound or something.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a dodgy deal. I see a guy comes over from Ireland now and again. I give him mine. He gives me a bottle and we're read.
Yeah, so $8.50 a pound. If it tests bad, then don't have no pins on it. So you can't.
I was going to say, and sometimes that dodgy person that I go to meet in the UK give me dodgy Rolexes too.
And buggers up your pillow.
Oh, hang on. No one's ever confirmed whether it's dodgy or not.
The person using it, maybe.
He does have a point.
There'll be one gutted person if it turns out to be real. I'm telling you.
Imagine. It'd be like that Del Boy. Do you remember Only Fools and Horses when they sold the watch for all that money? It'd be something like that. Anyhow, I'm about to finish up because we've gone, even though Solders is not going live, I'm still only doing the same time. So I'm going to ask everyone what they've planned for the week. So, Mike Meltdown, what have you planned for this week ahead?
I'm still taking it easy after my little accident last weekend. If you are not aware, about an hour or two after we finished on this show last week, wound up needing 7 stitches.
Well, you pissed off the wife?
Yeah, she got
He tried to slit his wrist.
Yeah, but it's not a grinder. It weren't a grinder.
It was not a grinder.
It
Broken
was
glass.
glass.
Yeah, it's a piece of broken glass.
Oh, that sucks.
So I've had to take it easy so that I keep it clean. Stitches come out Monday or Tuesday, I think is when they asked me to come back. So after that, I can start working again. But I've got a bunch of stuff down in the shop to dismantle, and got to get back on concrete. I had a week where I couldn't do anything for that either because it was raining. So,
Okay.
fun.
Anyways, Mike, your plan for the week?
I have a little pickup to do tomorrow. Then one day during the week, I had to go get all these stupid lights.
Hold on.
So those are free.
Oh, those
I
are
just
pain.
did a bunch of them from the scrapyard. Scrapyard gave me a pile of them. He said, just take them.
Yeah, they're a pain.
Good aluminium in them.
And then I'm gonna do those 3 smaller transformers that I have to do yet, so I can get the numbers on all that stuff. See if I lost money on that deal.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
pain.
yeah.
They're normally
I'm already,
Chinese.
I'm already at like almost 1,200 hours in copper, and I still have the 3 other ones to go. And then I'm gonna go to the old scrapyard and see what they got that I can mess around with and go pick up some more stuff.
You were saying you took some of them lights apart already, did you?
The ones I got some from the close scrapyard here. They had them in a bin, and I asked them. I said, "What do you pay for those?" You know, trying to trick them so they tell me the truth. So they buy them as breakage. So it was 18 cents a pound. I was like, "Well, how much would you sell them to me for?" He said, "Just throw them in your van and take them apart and bring me back the stuff when you undo them." So I got them for free. So
Hey.
if I would have had to pay the breakage price, it would have been like $86. But they're both they're coppers. Both pieces are copper. They're cast aluminum. They had some good wire in them, and the dome part is all aluminum. I call them semi hubcaps. That's what they look like, a semi tire hubcap.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I made out on those.
Okay.
What's this aluminum thing?
It's aluminium, you dummy.
I don't know.
God.
Hey, scrap it together. Welcome in. So, Ralph Morrick, what's your plan for the week?
For the week, it's more clean up in the garage. No plans for any scrapping or metal casting videos as of yet. But once the garage is cleaned, there will probably be more. So far, it's just Minecraft.
Okay. So
That would be.
And shopping.
I was going to say, will you be going live tonight on your
Yes.
gaming channel?
On my gaming channel. I shall post it here, gaming
Yes.
channel, and I shall post a link there. There we go. There's a link.
That's Ralph's gaming channel. He'll be going live later on. So if you guys want to go over and watch
Anyone
some Minecraft,
interested? Yeah,
and don't expect for him to acknowledge you in the chat for at least
I
30
try.
At
When
least 30 minutes.
When I'm zoned in, when I'm in the game, it takes a bit.
Yeah. So 30 minutes after you come in, he may realize you were there.
He catches me all the time. I don't have to wait.
Well, because I
Oh,
love you, Mike.
I know.
He senses the love when you come
It's,
into it.
I
yeah.
do. I come in and think, I was like, "Hey, I love you, Rob."
Oh, the bromance is real.
Yeah, romance is real. So that's what Ralph has planned for the week. Okay. Ian Matthews. Oh, sorry, we want to say something else.
Well,
Ralph?
Even though Solars
that
is
was it.
not, even though Solars is not live tonight, I'm still going to go and do me and get ready. But that means I can watch Ralph in bed. You know,
You gotta do both of them.
Oh.
It's gonna be a busy night then.
myself.
That's how I watch them.
I'm still kind of taking a break, really. I'm going to start eating this elephant.
After you finish lubricating.
I'm nearly finished with the elephant. There's only the butt is left.
But I'm kind of like torn now because now I have to start collecting more lighters because there's a guy that's collected loads of lighters, and I'm thinking shit. Well, I collect them little things off oscillators because other people do, and I collect chips because other people do.
The key looks tricky. Well, yeah, it's going to be a challenge. That's why I do it.
Yes. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, Ralph.
Exactly.
I'll probably put this miserable, morbid video I did up, and then be damned. I don't really care what people say. I'll probably do it anyway.
Okay. So that's your plan for the week. My plan for the week is I don't really have a plan this week. I don't think I have anything coming out. I might do something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. A bit like Ian. I'm working on Plug Soup. That's nearly finished. I do some stuff over on TikTok and stuff like that. But I'll try and get something up here on thing. I need to get. I'm going to ask in the Vivor guys for the gas furnace that you have, Ian. I have a lot of copper and brass I want to melt.
Tell them that you're running out of 3 kilogram crucibles and that you need a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Because I need a bunch as well.
So yeah, I'm going to ask them for the gas furnace next. The next item, because they just give you one item every month. That's the rule. So I have to wait to June to get the next one. So I think I'll ask for the gas furnace. I think that's my next thing because I have brass and copper to melt down.
They have several versions. Try to get the biggest one they'll give you.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. And I'm going to tell them, I'm going to need so many crucibles, as Ralph said. And, you better give me tongs. I'm going to need this tongs. There's no point me trying to put it out.
Melt
Right
car rims because I need a big crucible.
Yeah. I need all these items.
I'm going to be melting steel, so I need it to be really, really powerful.
I think Guido's next video is going to be he's made some tongs that enclose the crucible.
Oh, better than the crappy tongs that he was using. Those look really fidgety.
No, I've seen a picture. He said it's in progress. It's more of like complicated. You pick it, you close the handle, it grips it, it tips it up, and it tips it up.
I will
James
say
B
this.
said, tell them I'm refining uranium.
I will say this: if you watch my the melt that I did recently, the videos I did recently, that was
the one where the dog barked all the way through it. That one.
Yeah, that one. So that is one of the Vigor furnaces. It came with the crucible tongs. They work well, but they're short.
Yeah.
They have your hands too close to the crucible.
That's what I said. You want the longer ones with the longer handles.
Yeah.
Well, you can make like a little shield, heat shield, just a sheet of a thin steel, just in between, and then it reflects the heat away from your hands. I've seen people use those as well.
It's not just that. If you've got that crucible, it's a 16-kilogram crucible that came with mine. Mm-hmm. If you've got that crucible full of copper, they're so short because they're only about a foot.
Yeah, that's
only about a foot long. It is hard to get the leverage to pick the crucible up.
That too, yeah. Well, here's the thing I noticed with many Americans, because they all think that bigger is better. You don't usually need a huge ass crucible filled to the brim with copper and then just melt little bar or maybe slightly bigger bars.
Heavy.
I've got some
heavy as hell.
Yeah.
I also have some training tips for you if you're interested, and that is when you're concerned about the heat, aren't you? So you pour something, you pour it into water, then dip your hand in that hot water, and you train yourself,
Yeah, I've seen that, Ian. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Basically,
video.
you watch Ian's casting videos to know how not to do it.
Well, when you see an aluminium stir rod stirring aluminium, you begin to wonder.
I tried that with a copper twisted up wire to stir copper. It kind of worked until it became part of the alloy, which was the
that question there, Ian. That's definitely a question for you on the screen.
And while you're all figuring out those big words, this is how you get your dog to stop barking in a video. You put it in a box and in a bag. See?
Okay, well,
never bark again.
The short answer there is beryllium is a very expensive metal to produce. Very, very expensive. So when you open something that's got beryllium in, you will see stickers saying warning beryllium inside of it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have usually if you don't have a warning, my light just went off. Usually if you don't have a warning on it, it's not beryllium.
I've never opened a microwave. I've opened microwaves that have been over 30 odd years old that have had warnings inside. You know?
Anything that is made 30 years ago up till now is probably very likely not going to have beryllium. That's something they used 40, 50 years ago.
Exactly.
You were really talking, like he said, 40 years ago before, and then you open things and there'll be stickers saying warn. Like you open things now, it's got mercury in them. There'll be signs saying, warning mercury. They did that then.
Ralph,
Well-
do you pour copper? I make small things out of copper. I don't make like really big copper bars. The biggest ones are like 1 kilo, 1.1. That's basically what I do because I use my electric furnace mostly. I will be building a gas-powered furnace, and I'm going to build the burner all myself at some point, but when the garage is cleaned up.
And Ralph's in the Netherlands, so the shipping would be terrible.
Yeah.
That is also a thing. Shipping would be a bit of a thing because I'm in the Netherlands. Yes.
Yeah, but going back to the beryllium thing, like scrapping Scotland, I think also some days. Wrap some tape around it. It's only the oxide. It's only the dust. If you break it open and you breathe it in, might give you beryllium neurosis in the next 30 years. So
Beryllium what?
beryllium neurosis.
Now he's coming up with stuff.
H.H. Recycling said he took one apart that was built in the 1976 and there was no warning on it. So I hope you did break the glass and inhale all
There was probably also no beryllium in it
I
then.
hope he shattered it.
that. We're so nice to each other. Like, anyhow,
He's mad. He's mad because his wife said she loved me the other day, so he got mad.
that did it.
Yep.
No. The pink is not. The pink is actually an aluminium oxide, rather than you'd think it'd be white, but it's not. So the pink.
Yeah,
I have many that have either pink, white, or grayish ends. Doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
supposedly the beryllium oxide is kind of lavender, but
Yeah.
I can't confirm that that's actually accurate.
Yeah. I don't get that many microwaves anymore. Anyhow, I don't know when I took a microwave apart. It's a long time.
I threw him in the shred.
Yeah,
I've
there
got
you go.
4 waiting, but they're all modern.
Because
I have a,
most of them transformers now are not even copper that's in them. They're
no, I don't even bother. I just toss them in
Aluminium.
with the copper-bearing motors.
Yeah.
He recycling.
So they're not copper.
If it looks like copper, it's going in with the copper.
Anyhow,
It
that's
looks
the
like
end.
number 2 is going in.
That's the end of the live for tonight, guys. Catch you if I don't have a video out during the week. I'll catch you on next Sunday's live. So till then, stay safe and Ralph.
Scrap you all later.
Whoa.
It's
Bye
been a
bye,
fun-
guys. Thanks for
been a
being in.
fun
Hit
stream
the like
tonight.
if you haven't.